What follows is something of a flyby of the Bloomsburg tap with Rand Whipple and Renee Paust. It's hard to talk about our year without starting with the flood. Literally days before we were to begin our residency, Bloomsburg was hit with one of the worst floods in its history. It shut down our center for 5 months, and we worked out of a church Sunday school room. Our tap focused on storytelling in its many forms, and we began with a film as opposed to a play as intended.
Wow, do you get presents?
And what we chose to do was a nighttime dream journey around the world during the holidays to visit different countries and see their holiday traditions, and to make a film of this. We started talking about Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, and Shogatsu, the Japanese New Year.
Cheyenne said, oh, and Jaden and Levi said, I know a song. They said,
we created the props we used for our film. We created Kwanzaa candles, Hanukkah candles. We created our costumes. We created dashikis. We did some green screen films for the kids because we were going to place them in the different countries around the world in our movie. Each teacher chose a holiday and did lessons on that holiday. The kids talked about costumes and they got their pajama costumes. They also created costumes for the different countries. We created yarmulkes, elf costumes, more yarmulkes, and we stamped kimonos. More elf costumes, more yarmulkes, and more kimono.
There you go. Okay, have a seat.
good. Now, what else could this be? We know what it is. But...
a towel. On your Christmas tree.
On your Christmas tree.
Those what your boys wear are called yarmulke.
We also created a ticket booth that we would use both for our movie night and for our play later in the year.
Lillian, this one's for little girls. Socks. I forget what they're called, Mr. Rand.
Tobby.
The class visited the Box of Light studio in Bloomsburg to try their hand at green screen film. They learned how they could step in front of a green screen wall, and in the computer we could put a different background in back of them.
Are we in Africa?
As I said, the final film was a journey around the world.
Is that a
Here,
kashiki? That tiger? This is a alligator and a tiger in Africa? Oh no! How about we got it?
After the holidays, we began our theater project. We began with Dr. Seuss's The Sneetches. We read the book, we told the story many different ways, and we talked about how we're going to make it into a play.
We're gonna be them.
You're going to be an actor? Well, what's an actor do?
We're gonna be them. Hey!
You're going to be the actor, but what does an actor do?
Hey! He says, hey. We're gonna be them.
Yeah, but what do they do? What's an actor or actress do?
Don't work. Don't work on things.
That's right. They will be saying the words and work on things on the play. So you're going to be the Sneetches, which is our what? Costume, but they are the actors. That's
We
what
took
you're
the kids
going
over
be.
to
You're
the
gonna
Bloomsburg
act
Theater
out
Ensemble's
the
theater,
Sneetches.
toured the costume shop, backstage, on stage, around the stage. They saw lighting, and they knew when they were beginning their play that they needed to design costumes. You see their renderings here, how they're designing their costumes.
This is where we bring in the load-in doors.
We
so they can come
also
in here
created a
and put all
miniature
their
theater out of a cardboard box.
What two colors?
Got the wings, the catwalk, the lighting instruments.
orange or red. Now these have funny names. Lillian, do you remember what we call these? So every time you have a set in the theater, you have to paint it, don't you? Have to make it.
And then we turned one of our rooms into our scene shop, where the kids painted their backdrops, their scenery,
Right.
and their set
And
pieces.
if you're in the side, Lillian helped me make this stage over there. We had.
You could slide over, Marcia.
That's great, Lillian. This is part of our machine.
Building the set also allowed us to jump out to a little bitty lesson in physics. We got some PVC pipes to create one of Dr. Seuss's wonky machines for our set, and brought in some marbles and let the kids build and explore what happens when you roll marbles down the tube. It's a blast, and you'll see it later on stage as part of our set. We also took the opportunity, after talking about lighting, to bounce out to electricity. The kids learned that electrons have to move down a sidewalk, basically made of metal.
Because remember our electrons, guys? Well, we need a sidewalk for electrons, right?
And
well, he understands electrons.
One day on
so
robotics,
watch this.
Again focusing on electricity. These little electricity bounce outs all began with our discussion of theater
Remember,
lighting.
it's metal. Does that look like metal?
Yeah.
Is it shiny? Yes, it is. Thank you, Connor. Now, I'm going to push this in here. And when I turn it on, the electrons are going to bump, 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 bump down this sidewalk, and they're going to bump right into this. And does that look shiny like metal?
Yeah.
So that's still a sidewalk, right? All right.
We ended with a hair-raising experience with a Van de Graaff, still with electricity. Eventually, we built our theater out of PVC pipe. We recreated what the kids had seen at the Bloomsburg Theater Ensemble's theater. We rehearsed our play. We created our costumes. And it was showtime. We had a poster, just like the professionals had. We had curtains, we had a backdrop, we had fly space, and we had wings. The actors put on their costumes. We had our ticket booth where people purchased tickets. We had a concession stand. Basically, everything these kids had seen on their trip to the Bloomsburg Theater Ensemble and to their trip to Beauty and the Beast, they recreated in their classroom.
Which is a teacher-artist partnership provided by the Pennsylvania Council on the Arts and facilitated by the Bradford County Regional Arts Council. Here's Elaine down here who's there for that. And so what Elaine and I are doing this year is we are developing ways you can use computers, cameras, and theater in an early learning environment. What type of ways we can actually sort of infuse the art into the curriculum. So this is our theater residency. And we've got our stage. We have, guys, what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, Lillian, where am I standing now? I'm standing in the wings, right. And here's our backdrop, our scenery. So you see actually that there's so many things in this residency. They have cut, they have pasted, they've done fine motor, gross motor skill work. They have memorized lines. They have learned the relationship between a performer and the audience. And what else have we done?
Well, everything that we've been doing throughout the whole school year is leading up to this play. That's why we did a movie in the beginning of showing us, traveling around the world. We wanted to know how well the children would be responding to Mr. Rand and how we would do things in the classroom. But I hope you guys enjoy everything. I try to communicate as much as I can with you on this. And
this is a soon-to-be a major motion picture because we will videotape this and we will provide it to you on a DVD. So you will have your Christmas video, your holiday video, and you'll have this one as well. All right,
you can get started.
So, and just to last say, this is a Pennsylvania Council on the Arts project. These are your tax dollars at work. In the arts, tax dollars are spent on education and building brains. That's why we're here. That's what's providing this for us. Once upon a time, in the land of the town, there were Sneetches. And the plain-bellied Sneetches had none upon theirs.
Hot dog spun on a stick.
one
Got hot and blew up quick. No star, no way.
Bummer! Our names are
Monkey,
Sylvester.
Vestal, McMonkey, McPhee.
We've heard of your troubles,
We know you're not happy.
but we can fix that.
We're gonna fix it up sappy.
We ended our tap working on digital media.
This
We did
is
stop
my
action
favorite
animation
red
with the
hat.
kids. And overall,
I
what we
like that
wanted to do was
strawberry.
create ways that kids could engage and re-engage in the activities on the computers, on the classroom
So
iPad,
what we're going to do today is
and
we're
we
going to
also
talk
use
to a
Skype.
lady on the computer.
Here
and
you'll
what
see
that is
Renee
called
working with
is
KJ
Skype,
Rumen-Snyder
all right?
Wagner.
There's a
KJ was our
little
guest
video
artist.
camera up
She
here,
took part in
and
the
we're gonna
residency
talk to her
both
through that.
via Skype
All right?
and in person
She'll be
in the
up here on
classroom.
the screen, and we're going to talk to her.
One of the wonderful
She
things we saw
actually is
was how
a
quickly the
musician. She
kids
plays lots
connected
of
with
musical
KJ
instruments.
through
All
Skype.
right?
We thought there
She
may be a
might be
little
playing you a
warm-up
song
period, but
today.
there
She
really
might just
wasn't.
be
They
showing you an
immediately
instrument.
connected with her
But her name
and were
is
just
KJ.
thrilled
Can you
when
say
she
KJ?
began to appear in the classroom in
KJ.
person.
So we'll be talking to her through the computer today, all right? She's the one that is a picture on here and has her letter K and J on here. So I'm going to click on her and see if we can call her. I'm going to click on the video call. It's the little green button right here. I want to click on that because I want to see her. All right, so I'm going to click on that. And it's going to call her.
Hey!
There's KJ.
How are you all today?
Hi, can you see us,
Good.
KJ?
I can. Can you see me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, it's good to see you all.
Nice to see you.
Happy Turkey Day, what's left of it, huh?
Yes.
We finally turned some of our videos into iBooks on the iPad that the classroom now owns, thanks to the Pennsylvania Council on the Arts. We wanted the kids again to re-engage in the lessons, in the activities, and we wanted to use their image, to see their image in the media they're looking at. Any video we created in the year could be turned into an iBook, and parents can download iBooks from the iBook store for free. It's a great way to connect to parents and to let kids re-engage with the activities. These are simple alphabet videos in which we have the kids themselves. Allison is awesome, Austin is amazing, Gordon is great, and he's wearing green.
Mr. Wee?
Yeah, there's one of you too, Kayan.
Could I do mine too? Could I do mine too?
Yeah.
So basically, that's our residency. We had a great time. We focused on storytelling in its many forms and were able to bounce out to electricity, to robotics, and to media. And that's about it.